hope we won't have any more problems. Golly, no more frame drops already. Golly, I just don't know what's going on here. Hang on 1 second. Oh, dang it. Okay. So anyway, I don't know if this game requires 60 FPS, but we'll see. Alright, what to do now? Okay, I think the next goal is pretty much to get to, Alright, let's board the airship. Alright, I'm going to probably have to use the internet because right now I do have to find the other sigils and I don't have a general idea as to where to go now. So hang tight, I'll return shortly. So I'm hoping I don't have any more frame drops after this. If it does, my apologies. Still not sure as to what my actual bitrate should be, but we're going to hopefully have not any more problems. So hang tight, I'm just looking up the internet because right now I need to find the other sigils. We'll go for RN's next because his is probably the easiest to get. We already got the one item needed to access the area with his weapon. Alright, look it up on Keyblade's facts. That's been very helpful of getting all this good stuff. So anyway, we do need to find the sigils for Auron. Of course, he doesn't get the Mars sigil. You have to unlock a total of 10 species and/or area creations at Monster Arena. So basically, we gotta do some capturing. That shouldn't be much of a problem.
The final showdown.
My apologies for cutting the stream just a bit ago. My frames were just dropping real quick, crazy, and I just wanted to set it correctly. Alright, speaking of which, let's go to the Calmlands.
Here we go!
Anyway, so the good news is we now have Tidus's ultimate weapon. So that means we only have three more celestial weapons to get. Those being Auron's, Riku's, and Wakka's. Luckily, we don't have to walk through the Calmlands again. So far, we got the ones for the Calmlands, the Sunken Cave, Mount Garazet, and Zanderkin. We also got the Thunder Plain ones, so we got 99 Chocobo wings. Alright, so let's check. So we got everything on this here. We also have everyone on this. Same with the Calmlands. We have everything on Macalania. Okay, so we do need to travel to some of the earlier areas to get the rest of this stuff. Oh, time to do this. Time to go to some early areas and get some capturing done. Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and equip some capture weapons. Alright, that'll probably do.
The final show.
At least the good news is I'm not getting any more frame drops, so that's good. Rather not have any more of that for quite a while. So, first order of business, let's go to Besaid Island.
Yeehaw! Here
Hopefully
we go.
there's not many monsters to capture, so we're going to take care of some matters of business there. So by the way, how's everyone doing today? You guys ready for Thanksgiving? I know I am. I will be doing some streaming before I go to my aunt's house tomorrow. Probably not a long stream because aside from getting ready for the day, I also have to make sure that I have to take my dog out for a walk.
Oh yeah.
There's only 3 monsters to get here. We just need to find one with a condor. Might as well go for all 10 of them while we're here.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Walker, get a turn in.
I'm good, yeah.
So at this point of the game, our goal now is to pretty much get almost roughly 100 monsters captured. And to do that, we need to go back to all these areas and do that. Now, technically, you do get a monster to fight if you capture 10 of each monster. So that would be a good ideal.
It's all
Hi.
piece of cake.
And it would be nice if we can get overkills every time, of course. But anyway, before we leave Besaid Island and go to the other areas, we'll get those treasures while we're at it too, because I've already accessed all the past ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, I hope everyone's planning on eating a lot of food or whatever tomorrow. One thing I am going to be doing tomorrow is bring my Switch and play some games while I'm over at my aunt's house. Because it's pretty easy to get boring after eating and everyone's all busy talking and everything. Just not into talking and whatnot. Also, everyone's into playing cards or solitaire or something like that, so... I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I don't really do that anymore.
Take that.
And that's because the game kind of got overboard on
I'm good, yeah.
different summoning mechanics. Not to mention at the point I was spending like way too much money trying to get ultra rare and cards needed for good decks. So that kind of ruined it for me.
Say your prayers. Ha! It's over.
But yeah, for me, I'll always consider Final Fantasy VIII to be the, 10 to be the 8th favorite. Well, actually, I don't know which one. I would have to comprise a list as to which games would be my favorite to least. Because Final Fantasy VIII is usually regarded as not very highly opinionated amongst other players other than those that do enjoy it. For me, I don't really have much of a hate issue with that game. It really depends whether or not you enjoy a challenge or But yeah, take a look at these stats though. This is like phenomenal. Thanks to that overpowered guide I was reading up on YouTube, I'm now able to get a lot of party members built up pretty quickly. So this is Tidus's portion of the sphere grid. So normally his would end on quick hit. So earlier during that playthrough, I went ahead and did 50 lightning dodges. This is where you need to put all 3 of these strength nodes right here. When you put them on these parts right here, they become strength, and everyone gets about at least anyone that occupies and activate these nodes, they get about at least roughly 24 points of strength if I remember correctly. Alright, I'm gonna be right back real quick. I'm gonna get me some water. Definitely need to rehydrate the throat. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I have returned. Sorry about that. One Phoenix, how you doing today? Sorry about that. I had to get some water. But hey, welcome. Thank you for the lurk. Also, shoutouts and hello to everyone from Support Force. Ugh. My apologies. I needed that water. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get back to capturing 10 monsters in this region. Ugh. Man. I will say this, if you don't have water with you, you're gonna be perched when doing a whole lot of talking.
Oh yeah.
Bye-bye.
Eventually, at some point, we're gonna get a lot of, we're gonna eventually start farming for Lux Spheres. So once we get those, that's gonna help us immensely. But yeah, just an hour or so ago, I've been struggling with the Catcher Chocobo. That was a nightmare, pretty much, for anyone that pretty much watched it.
It's over.
Want to make sure Waka gets a turn in.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake! Yeah, we're not getting a whole lot of AP from these enemies since they're very weak and starting enemies, but at least the good news is we're starting to capture a boatload of creatures. So once we get 10 of each, we'll go to a safe point and go back to the airship. So right now our goal is to capture at least 100 monsters and fiends in different regions. So that way they can we can get the sigil for Auron's weapon.
See ya.
So once you reach the capture limit, any monsters you try to capture with the capture weapons dies. So that's pretty much when you know you hit your quota. Okay, Dingo's been caught already.
Booyah! I'm good, yeah?
Okay, so we're good with the Dingos. Now we just need to get water flames and condors. So if I ever one day get the itch to challenge Nemesis, I do want to make sure I have 10 of each. I don't really have to do that, of course. You know what? If I'm going to go for Nemesis, I'll just do that another time. Let's just get the heck out of here. I mean, this game definitely set the world by fire, pretty much, when it came out for PS2 all those years ago, but... But to be honest, this game is just not like any of the Final Fantasy games I've played up to this point.
The final showdown.
Yeah, you keep saying the final showdown with Sin. Yeah, we'll get to Sin, but our party's not ready to fight him just yet. Alright, let's go to these Besaid ruins real quick.
Ha! Here we go!
Because we do get some prizes from them. Alright, we got Victorious. That's actually good armor for Riku. That gives her virtually lightning, fire, and ice proof. That's not exactly bad. But anyway, we'll hold on to that for now. We don't really need that.
The final showdown.
Yeah, at this point in the game, we're ready to take on Sin, but we really do need to get our party's members very strong before we take them on. One part of it's getting the celestial weapons all together.
Yee-haw! Here we go!
Ooh, we got a Mersenne, but it's not the weapon we want to give Aron, actually.
The final showdown.
And now we go to the Besaid Falls, and that pretty much takes care of Besaid as a whole.
Yee-haw! Here we go!
Hey, stop dropping frames, you stupid OBS. Ooh, we got Dragoon Lands. Too bad we already got, Actually, we better save on all these real quick, because I don't want to go back and do them all over again. Yeah, I accidentally created like 4 different save files by accident. I had like 3 beforehand. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Now we're officially done with Besaid. So we're going to Kilka next. Luckily, those monsters aren't going to be much difficult to deal with.
Yee-haw! Here we go!
Oh, nice to hear that all of everyone in Kilka is getting back together. Since when did Yevon ever care? Well, don't worry. We'll eventually get rid of Sin. We've already got rid of the practice of the final Aeon. So all we have to do now is just basically kill Sin. Alright, time to hang around this jungle and fight some enemies. Right now we need to start getting some more captures.
Ow!
Dang, 1,000! What the?
It's over.
Man, that is so lame. I can't believe Poison does so much damage in this game. It's not even funny. That's enough to make anyone yell Nani. Okay, so we captured three monsters, so that's a good start. I think there's more than just 3.
Bye-bye. Too easy.
Oh yeah, the plant enemies. We gotta encounter those guys too. Eventually, we're gonna have to do the massive grinding for AP so we can build up everyone's stats. And of course, we're gonna need triple AP weapons for that one.
Oopsie.
Yeah, normally Riku can't really do that much damage, but for the most part, we got her strength built up quite nicely. So as a result, she's now dealing like huge damage now. So if you want to make your characters very powerful in Final Fantasy X, I recommend checking out Phoenix 237's videos of how to get pretty powerful in Final Fantasy X, because that's how I've been using that to help me in my this new playthrough. And needless to say, it's been very useful. Strange, I haven't encountered those plant enemies yet. I've been running into Dinoxes. There we go. That's what we want to see. Why is Wakka so horribly slow? I think that's all the enemies here. Actually, let's get back to the Calm Lands and take a look.
The final show.
Take us to the Calm Lands, Sid.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Because eventually we will have to start capturing some monsters inside Sin. But of course, we need to battle Sin first before we can get inside. And of course, once we get inside Sin, we'll be in for the final battles against our one more final matchup with Seymour, and then eventually we'll confront Jet, aka Braska's final Aeon, plus destroy Yu Yevon and put it into his 1,000 years of rampaging. Because we're gonna put an end to that. Hopefully by the time I get everyone powered up, we'll be ready for that one. Nah. Yeah, I know. Alright. Tastes bad. What the world are you thinking, dude? You're not supposed to be eating fiends. At least in Final Fantasy X, at least. Nani! What is with these people? Okay, we got through Kilka and Besaid. So I think our next destination is the Mion High Road.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
So we're gonna capture all the monsters in the Mion High Road. So luckily we can capture all of them pretty much here. So all the Elbid that escaped from Balinkia Island are taking refuge at the Rin's travel agencies. Well, judging from the looks of that, Yevonites have pretty much screwed Spyro over by saying Machina was bad. It wasn't Machina that caused all the problems, it was basically you, Yevon, with that massive sin. Now that I think about it, when you compare summoning with the game's plot, I mean, you take a look at it, it's pretty much you, Yevon's fault that the world is what it is. You basically gave Sin those commandments to destroy any huge cities with Machina and whatnot. Destroy huge settlements, destroy anything with Machina. That's pretty much what he gave Sin that commandment. And so thanks to this, Spyro's in this horrible state as it is. Pretty sad if you ask me.
No problem.
I hope it never happens in actual real life. Like, we have futuristic stuff and everything, but it gets lost, it gets destroyed and everything due to someone's decision. It could just be easily taken away, too. Alright. Luckily, all these enemies are pretty weak. So it doesn't matter if we don't have Pearson or not.
You like that?
Yeah, right now I'm just trying to capture 100 monsters right now, and that's because we need that for the Sigil for Auron's weapon. We can't get his Celestial weapon until we get that. Alright, Dual Horn.
Bye-bye. Too easy.
Mutant Steel, what the hey? Yada yada. I'm thinking that I need to sell some equipment before it gets too controlled.
Yeah!
I'm gonna need to go to further in the Mion Road to get some more monsters, of course. Dual horns. Surprised we haven't run into any bombs.
Whoopsie.
Alright, let's move further up. Maybe we'll have better luck getting these bombs than we do down south. Now, I think you have to get that not only on the monsters in Mion High Road, but you also need to get the ones on Mushroom Rock too. Not really certain. But anyway, once we get 100 monsters or so, we can go back and get the sigil for off.
Told ya.
Come on, bombs! Come on and play. Oh, that's nice. There we go. Now we got some bombs. Let's make sure Waka gets a turn. Yay. Yeah, I didn't have a very good stream the other night, aside from frames dropping and everything. I will say this: tonight's a lot better. Can't really complain about that. Alright, now that we got the bombs, I think we got everything on the Neon High Road. Okay, I'm getting sick and tired of getting extra weapons and such that I don't really need anymore. Come on, bring him down. Bring on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, as a friendly reminder, around 9 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow morning, I will be streaming Ys 8 again. But it's probably going to be a short stream, I might add, since I do have to go to my aunt's house around 2. So I'm going to probably stream for 2 hours, start getting ready for the day, and then get my dog a walk. In other words, get my exercise in before I eat and all that. Not to mention that my dog could probably love to have some time out. Okay, I think we got all the monsters on the Neon High Road.
The final showdown.
Of course, we'll probably need the ones for Mushroom Rock as well. Alright, let's go to the ruins real quick and pick up a weapon for Atius. This is going to be his double growth weapon, pretty much. Oh, I got sonar. What the? Dude, what the heck did I just get just now? Oh, this one has initiative and poison strike. Good grief, that's not the weapon I need.
The final show.
Man, this game is just trolling me sometimes. It's not even funny. Yeah, let me go to this
Here we
area real
go.
quick. I know one of them gives us the weapon. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been in the desert. Oh, that's come on. This might be the weapon for TS. Yep, this is the one for the double AP. let's reboard. Alright. Now to travel to Mushroom Rock. At least this area will give us some time to farm some monsters.
The final show.
So the good news is we've gotten about at least 4 of the 7 weapons for each of the characters. So that is good news to know.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Now, of course, we don't want to be bringing in more problems. Right now, Mushroom Rock is pretty dangerous at the moment with the Dark Aeons loose. And of course, if you ever played the international release of Final Fantasy X, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about. And that is because the Dark Magus sisters are out on the bottom, and they will cause... We're in big trouble if we counter them. In fact, they blocked the path leading to Aron's Celestial weapon, actually.
See ya! You like that?
Okay, we need to find the, Alright, we found the God Hand, which is Ryuku's ultimate weapon. Of course, we can't activate it yet because we don't have the sigil. Well, don't get attached to it, Riku. We don't have the one item needed to fully empower it just yet.
See ya!
Alright, let's start capturing some monsters in this area. Because right now we do need to get that captures out of the way. I think this is considered part of the Mion High Road monsters.
Woohoo!
It's over.
Waka gets a turn.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, thankfully the enemies aren't going to give us a whole lot of problem now. Especially since all of us are very high powered now.
Ow! Woohoo!
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah, we'll hang out a little bit more longer because we want to make sure we get every monster here in this region.
Booyah. I'm on a roll.
I will say this game doesn't really give me a whole lot of satisfaction of just wielding weapons for customizing. I don't think I do a whole lot of customizing, to be honest, in this game. Not to mention the ridiculous requirements for some of the abilities you want to put on it.
Yeah!
The final showdown.
Alright, so now hopefully we got every monster at the there. Alright, let's go to the Josei High Road.
Ah, here we go!
So believe it or not, Josei High Road doesn't have any Dark Aeons blocking it, so that's good news. But on the other hand, we still need to capture some more monsters. my way, punks. Out of my way or I'll cut you all down. But yeah, when we go to get Auron's ultimate weapon, we'll be coming through the Josei High Road. There's a path we can use to get to where we need to go to. Might as well steal a silence grenade while I'm at it.
Take that.
Because we can always use that for customizations. I will say this. Getting access to steel early on is very important. Because you can harvest like a buttload of stuff earlier on. Yeah, no, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
All right.
For those of you that are very interested in voice acting, Ryuko's voice actress is Tara Strong, and of course, for 9 seasons, she also voiced the main protagonist of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, which recently ended its 9th and final season. She voiced Twilight Sparkle in that series. And I'll have to give them credit for that show for being around for 9 seasons. You'll be even lucky to have about at least 3 or 4. But yeah, it's kind of sad that there's hardly any good, decent shows to watch anymore. That was actually a pretty decent show, despite the fact I haven't been watching it for years. Though. Give me a petrified grenade.
Yeah.
And of course, overkills are definitely the name of the game. Alright, we're gonna hit for the Josei Temple real quick. Ooh, about time we got some new monsters.
Easy. Oh yeah.
Booyah.
Smack him with that ball. Ooh, he just getting the level, I think. Alright, more strength to Tidus. Let's use that. Now the real question is, do I want Tidus to go down further on Auron's road grid and get all of his breaks? Or do I take him straight to Wakka's and have him go through all of that? He'll get more accuracy if he goes through Wakka's routes. So right now I got Lulu parked on Wakka's grid. And once she gets to right here, she'll go into Auron's grid and start getting some good stuff. But eventually, we want her to start getting eventually some more mage stuff and whatnot. If we ever get more teleport spheres, I do want to have Lulu start going into Eunice grid and whatnot.
Take that. Piece of
There we
cake.
go. Okay, I'm probably starting to run out of room eventually. Alright, we'll eventually go to the Moonflow eventually, but for right now, let's get back to the airship and check to see if we unlock some more stuff in the meantime. Plus, I do need to sell some gear that we don't need anymore. Now that we got celestial weapons, there's really no point in keeping some of the gear. Plus, we need as much gil as we can possibly afford. Alright, so far so good. Oh yeah, since I told,
Why, it's you.
Donna right here that,
still on
to
the
quit her
road?
pilgrimage, this scene
Yes,
occurs.
but we're not going to Zanarkand.
Huh?
I have decided to go to Bartello's homeland. We are going to let the other summoners deal with Sin. I'm scared.
Hey, don't worry about it. We'll put Sin in his place in no time.
You mean the final summoning?
No, we found another way where no one has to die.
Well, whatever it is, good luck.
Cross your fingers.
Do your best. Bartello, time to go.
Yeah, so that scene only occurs if you had Titus tell Donna not to continue her pilgrimage. If you decide to tell her to keep going on her pilgrimage, she'll wind up going to Zanarkand, and you'll get a scene there
The
eventually.
final showdown
But
with
she'll discover that the Yunalska is gone, and she won't be able to get the final summoning. So I'm not exactly what the canonical decision that happens for her in Final Fantasy X-2. And of course, I have no intention of playing that, of course. I got my own reasons.
Yee-haw! Here we go!
But anyway, as a friendly reminder, be sure to check out my poll that I have on Twitter. I have 4 games for one of which I'll be streaming for an entire week next week. So far, Secret of Mana is in the lead, but there are some options for Super Mario Odyssey, the Ninja Saviors, and Final Fantasy IX. So if you want to see me play one of those games, feel free to hit that poll on Twitter and check it out. Alright, so far so good. We made it back here. So let's see if we got any new monsters recorded. Ooh, we got 360 stars. Sorry, dude. Heck no, I'm not fighting those monsters just yet at the Mega Ruins. You're crazy. Ooh, 99 Doors of Tomorrow. Good grief, how many more? Oh, alright, we got 30 Mega Elixirs now. Well, as much as I want to challenge those monsters to get some better prizes, I know better not to do that, actually. Okay, so we pretty much hit the paid mark. Actually, let's check how much more we have to do for each region. Okay, so we got all of Ding. We only need 2 more Condors. Of course, we're gonna need to go max those out eventually. Okay, so we're definitely missing 1 more monster on the mushroom. 2 more monsters on the Mushroom Rock Road. But we're eventually gonna get those eventually. So we'll have to eventually go back to that. And eventually we do need to complete the Josei High Road. So So we got Stravos, Marble Menace, Cactar King Espada, Earth Eater, Catastrophe, Shinru. What the heck? Shinru's in this game? That's it, we're all doomed. Just kidding. We're not fighting that. We're not fighting Shinru. That guy's insane if he thinks we're gonna fight Shinru. Actually, let me check what we can do with customizations now. So, Trend Spears, Shining Gems for a magic counter, which boosts Turbo Ethers, 1 MP cost. So it takes 20 Mega Elixirs to trigger double AP. Of course, we need more Wings of Discovery for triple AP. Overdrive to 8. Oh, nice! We can actually create a overdrive to AP now. That's gonna be good when we get the other stuff. So that's not bad. Let's see what else we can do now. Oh man, that almost takes 80 chocobo wings to get auto haste. Golly, how are you supposed to get all that stuff for that? It's almost impossible to get some of that stuff to begin with. Curse this game and its idiocy. Okay, we already got purifying salts for the no encounters. In fact, we got enough for the break MP limit, and of course we need more Wings of Discovery if we're going to get the break HP limit. Okay, we do need to go back to the Josei High Road and go back to the Mushroom Rock Road.
The final showdown.
Alright, back to work.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
So apparently we didn't find all the monsters in Mushroom Rock Road or Josei High Road, so we gotta take care of that.
Oh yeah! See ya!
Well, at least the good news is my frames aren't dropping like at a rapid pace. So apparently it might have been the FPS that has to do with it too. It's pretty obvious, they don't care. Those guys don't care. So yeah, we want to make sure we don't go all the way further down because we'll trigger encountering some
Let's do it!
the Dark Magus sisters, and we don't want that.
It's over.
See ya! You like that?
Alright, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Looks like we're starting to run into some more, some of these monsters again.
Yeah! Yeah!
not Knuckles. What? Stop giving me that junk, dude. You know what's so stupid about this game is that you can't discard items. You have to sell them and whatnot. Never encountered this formation before.
Take that.
I wonder if one of those monsters was what I need. I might have to go to the upper levels. Oh, this is the area where we get Auron's celestial weapon. Now, we couldn't go to this area earlier. Okay, we now have the Mass Mune. This is Auron's ultimate weapon, by the way. So once we get the sigil for it, it's going to be useful for him. Alright, so let's go a little bit further down. We do need to go to the upper levels. Oh, there's the Thunder Plant. This might be the last one we need.
All right.
Okay, so we've pretty much encountered all the monsters in Mushroom Rock now. So let's head back to the Josei High Road and finish those.
Yeah. All right.
I think the next time I get to a store, I do need to sell some gear I don't really need anymore. I'm on my way.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right.
Golly, I'm still getting more stuff. It's kind of ridiculous. I hope everyone's enjoying the stream as well as everything that's going on. It was pretty exciting a while ago when I had to get the Sun Sigil, but don't worry, we should have hopefully we'll get enough monsters for the required sigil for Auron's weapon. Once we have that, we can pretty much go after Awaken the Mass Mune.
See ya.
Alright, let's get out of here. We don't want to be triggering the fight with the Magus sisters because that's the dark counterparts are pretty nasty to fight with. So let's try not to have that encounter.
Oh yeah.
Trying to wreck all these monsters.
Told ya.
Strike! Hopefully by the time I get done with getting everyone's ultimate weapons and start going for Wakka's ultimate weapon, I won't have to worry about having to go back and doing all of those, getting multiple battles just to trigger the next reels. Alright, all the enemies have been wrecked. Alright, let's get moving. Back to the Josei High Road. So apparently we're missing a few monsters. I don't know where they are. Hopefully we can find them and get this done immediately. Yeah, we already caught these. I'm not going to be fighting ones we haven't caught yet. So right now 2 hours have passed already, so despite having to briefly turn it off for a bit.
Oh yeah!
It's over.
Alright, we definitely haven't caught bit bugs, fight bugs, so let's capture those.
Victory is ours!
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Alright. So, I'm hoping we find every monster soon. Oh, the Ice Planet. I don't think we found that one yet.
Oh yeah! See ya! All right!
Come on, enemies. Start keep coming.
Yeah! You like that?
Alright. It's looking good. I have to hit back for a save point and go back to the Calm Lands. Real quick to make sure we got every monster there is.
Live and let live!
I wonder why they made the materials needed to create armor so ridiculously impossible. I just don't know why. Alright, let's head back to the Calm Lands again. See if we got the quota needed for each area.
The final showdown.
And while I'm over at the monster arena, I'm going to go ahead and sell some of that gear we don't need anymore.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
I hope everyone's going to have a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. Be sure to not only remember to have a good time with your family and friends, but also be thankful for the things that you've accomplished, received, and enjoyed and appreciate during Thanksgiving. That's very important too. I got a lot to be thankful for. More importantly, I'm always thankful for my health. Because, for one thing, I don't have diabetes, which is good. And plus, I've been taking good care of myself, or at least I've been trying to. Of course, I'll be very thankful if I ever reach Twitch affiliate before this year ends. But if it doesn't, hey, you know, I will eventually reach it next year if I can. I will reach it. All right, we got the Neon High Road done. Ooh, we got 99 Soul Springs. We gotta be careful as to what we sell, though, because we don't want to accidentally sell anything that we... Alright, right now I'm getting rid of some of the gear we don't really need anymore. Gotta hold on to that because this one has no counters. And we do want that. Getting rid of all this extra stuff we got. Keeping the ones that we don't really need. Ooh, zombie fruits. That is very awesome indeed. Alright, there we go. Ooh, we got 99 lightning cartons. So that's not bad. Okay, I'll speak to him one more time. Okay, so we definitely got everything caught up. Let's get back to the capture.
The final showdown.
Alright, time to go to the moon.
Here we go.
Oh wait a minute, there was a sphere. That might be the one needed for Man, I can't believe I missed that earlier. I actually went back to get all the spheres earlier.
What are you shooting me for?
So you don't do anything stupid again. I can't believe you attacked that shoe puff. Lord Braska had to pay the handler for damages from his own travel money.
I said I was sorry. It's never gonna happen again. I promise.
Ah, a promise. Which you'll forget come tomorrow. Oren, please, he did apologize. He knows he was wrong.
That's it. Only thing I drink from now on is Shoepuff milk.
You're sure?
We're on a journey to fight Sin and save Spira, right? If I keep screwing
I
up,
thought I'd gotten all the spheres.
making a fool of myself, my wife and kid are never gonna forgive me.
That's on the record.
Alright. Looks. I can't believe I missed this one. But anyway, I got Auron's final limit break. I mean, overdrive, and that's Tornado. I'll have to try it out next time. Man, I can't believe I forgot about that one. Believe it or not, I actually went all the way back to the save to get all the spheres. And I cannot believe I missed this one here at Moonflow. Alright, time to do some monster capturing at Moonflow. We'll probably have to go to Guano Sam to capture the rest on the north side. But for now, let's take care of the ones on this side. Oy. Believe it or not, for anyone that's watched my playthroughs on stream, you'll probably notice that I spent a whole lot of time stealing remedies from Oak Shoes. They were very handy in getting some very good stuff.
Told ya!
Here's an Oak. And this sucker's easily capturable. Yeah. Let's see if there's any more monsters in Moonflow.
Take that!
More bit bugs. I mean, bite bugs. Yeah, I'm starting to think I got all of them. Alright. That'll be it for Riku. I just want to make sure she got that out of the way. Man, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm actually getting some good captures here. Alright, I'm gonna go to Guano Sam and see if we can get some new monsters while we're out there. And I'm still shocked at the fact that I didn't get that spear here. It's a shame you have no way of checking it without having to go all the way to the column lands to check. That would save me a whole lot of trouble.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Alright, we made it to Guava Slum. Now we're going outside the main entrance. Now I've already gotten Lulu's crest while I was here, so we don't have to worry about seeing the scene where we meet with that guy that serves Lord Seymour, because no thanks to him, we have all these problems that got thrown right into us. That is absolutely lame. I will say this: the things I do to get that sigil for Auron. The one thing I'm going to do before I go to bed tonight is to get showered so I don't do it in the morning.
Told ya!
That way, the moment I get up, I can start getting ready for the stream for tomorrow morning, and then I can eventually take care of my dog, among other things. Wow, that Garm didn't get affected at all. Ouch, that was a nasty combo! Oh, geez. Yeah, it looks like all the monsters that we're seeing here are the same ones from the Josei Road.
I'm on a roll!
Nah, can't believe this. I think we got all the monsters. I'm gonna go check at the Calmlands. Looks like we'll have to get the monsters from Valentia Island next. Awesome! Got me a dragon scale!
Yeah!
Man, I love it when my accuracy and luck are insanely high. Of course, it would be nice if we had like a ton of AP to blow on. That plus return spheres and whatnot. I hope we have all the monsters for both Moonflow and Josei.
The final showdown.
Yeah, we heard it before, Sid. As Sid would say, "Yee-haw! Here we go!" Of course, I'm not going to walk all the way to the monster arena, so let's get a Chocobo to help us on that one. Well, at least the good news is we don't have to deal with the obnoxious Chocobo races anymore. Good grief, this has got to be the worst thing Square Enix ever put up in this game. Alright, we got the Saturn Sigil. Plus 60 mana tonics. Alright, it's time for us to go back to Macalania Woods. Alright, we're gonna get Auron's ultimate weapon now.
Showdown.
back to Macalania. We're still here again at Macalania. Alright, we're gonna equip a no counters weapon because I don't want to be fighting all these old monsters we don't need to be dealing with anymore. Now, of course, we can't go back to the Macalania Temple because Dark Shiva is going to be there, and we're not going to waste our time dealing with her. And I mean it, we're not dealing with her. Heck no, we're not dealing with her. Whereas that gatekeeper from The Wizard of Oz would say, no way, no how. Alright. So, Auron is next. Let's go ahead and take care of some matters of business. Alright, Auron, it's your turn. So, if you're familiar with the actual localization for each of the sigils and crests, for some reason in this version, they've been re-altered. So instead of Auron having Mars, he now has Saturn. Lulu has Mars. Wait a minute, she doesn't have Mars. She has Jupiter. I think Kamari has Mars. I think Ryuko has Jupiter. I mean, Mercury or whatever. Good grief, I can't remember. But everyone's got their stuff switched, so that's another reason why. So anyway, we now have the Master Mutant at full power. This is what we get. He gets first strike and counterattack. So that's not exactly a bad thing for him to have. Oh man, we're definitely on a roll, folks. Well, anyway. It's about time we hit for Balinkia Desert next. Because aside from capturing some monsters, we're going to be hunting down Cacturox. Yes, we're going to hunt down Cacturox. And it's going to be needed for the annoying Cacturox Village quest. Because that's going to be... If you thought the hunt for the Chocobo, capture Chocobo is going to be nasty, wait until we try this quest. So anyway, the good news is we now have nearly everyone's ultimate weapons. The only ones left to do are Riku and Wakka's. Alright, time to board that airship. Yeah, time to board that airship.
The final showdown.
Traveling to Balinkia Island, let's go. Of course, we're going to do some capturing while we're here. So let's get to business. Of course, I'm hoping for some monster encounters right now because we do need to capture some monsters. Okay, definitely not the ones we want to deal with.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
And of course, we can't capture Machina. So that's a big no-no and out of the question. Alright, some actual targets. Let's do this. Alright. Got our first 3 caps. Alright, let's press forward. Time to press forward, guys. We're gonna make a beeline. yeah, I should probably save on the other ones too. Because we don't want to be going back and trying to get Auron's sigil again. We got an ambush. Let's fix that. Yeah, on the ground, bird.
Bye-bye.
Zoo has been captured. Yeah, it's pretty hilarious when Waka laughs. Like he won the darn thing. Ground.
Take that.
Yeah, let's make sure Waka gets a turn. Alright, Waka gained the AP gains, so that's good. Alright, let's have him move up and use the Power Sphere. Now his strength is increased to 84. Very great. Pretty soon Waka is going to be dominating pretty much every enemy he encounters, just like Tidus and Auron.
Yeah!
Yeah, I'm not letting that cat get away. Yeah, I should probably boost up Tidus' strength. So for right now, let's have him go up to our use all of Auron's grid. All right, so that puts his strength at 90 now. Eventually, we'll start building up everyone else, but for right now, we do need to make sure everyone's properly built. Okay, no. We're not fighting you, Makinas.
I'll be right back.
You're not monsters, for one thing. Yeah, what a stupid joke this is. Yeah, we're gonna go save and then go fight the monsters on the right-hand side real quick. Now, of course, Blinky Island now has Dark Ifrit now, and there is going to be a person that normally wouldn't be there in this case. So we do want to make sure we don't talk a specific individual, because if we do that, that triggers the fight with Dark Ifrit, and we have no hope of winning that. So for right now, let's go ahead and save. And after that, we're going to go all the way to the right and try to find ourselves a sandworm. Sorry, I'm not fighting you, Makinas. You're not capturable. You ain't worth the time. It's a sad reality, but it's true. Bring it on, Sandworm. My crew's strong enough to kick your hide.
Bye-bye.
Man, look at that. We just wore that thing down. We didn't live long at all. So anyway, the one at Kilika plus the this one actually forms the message for Victorious.
Ow!
We'll get a free ether while we're at it.
It's over.
Alright. I think we've gotten every monster there is. Of course, we can come back a little bit later next time. Alright, let's go ahead and equip Tidus with the no counters ability. We can also have Riku do that because I gave that to her. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and save because we're fixing to take on probably the most tedious quest next. That's on the next screen forward. I think we captured all the monsters, except for the ones that have the plant ones, I might add. And it's imperative that we save the game before we do that. So now we need to keep an eye out for a Cactuar stone. Ah, there it is. Villages of Cactuars. Using spheres to control the sands, the Cactuars defend their village. They are the gatekeepers. Present all 10 of the spheres they bear to the stone altar, and the way to the village will open. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to get them all, but we're going to try. Right, where am I supposed to find those Cactuar? Yeah, there's that guy in the distance. That's the one that that has the Dark Ifrit, so we don't want to be talking to him. So anyway, I don't know exactly where this those Cactuars are. Okay, so somehow we gotta find the Cactuars. So if I fail to get this one correctly, I'll probably have to look it up on YouTube next time. And hold off until then. So in the meantime, we gotta find some Cactuars. Not exactly sure if you're supposed to fight them or... I think we might have to go all the way back to the beginning to get to them. So I'm not going to save after this one because if I screw up, I want to be able to go back and take care of that matter. of course, the only water that we do know is all the way at the back of the beginning. So once we make it back there, we should be able to basically get the next, find one of the cactars. And if I fail eventually, I will try again another time. Yeah. Dang, this is a lot harder than I thought. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to beat that one. I'm going to have to look it up on YouTube for that. Hence the reason why I didn't bother to save after that one. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close it down for tonight. I pretty much had a good time. Not to mention I got 2 of the Celestial weapons. Just need to get Riku's and Wakka's. Probably need to study more on how to deal with the this scenario. But overall, this was a good stream. So despite the drop frames, I hope everyone enjoyed it. I will see you all tomorrow for Yeast 8 before I go to my aunt's house for Thanksgiving. And have a happy Thanksgiving. This is RotoStorm331 signing off. Have a great evening.